I do think, well, I think media is very much needed because also social media is very fragmented and not necessarily, it's hard to find the trust. So when we started TNW was 2006. It started as a very small event. We had 250 people in the church. And later on we added media to it in 2008. And in 2015 we said we need to change our strategy. If we want to be here for a long time, we need to change the strategy of a media company. We have a lot of traffic and people that sell services or goods, they buy basically advertisement space on media in order to direct traffic or build a brand or through their businesses. We added 3 new business lines to TNW. One was co-working spaces. Then we also added an advisory business. So we started to advise large companies, the biggest brands basically in the world, but also governments, how to innovate faster and how to create an ecosystem where entrepreneurship and technology are the drivers of that ecosystem basically. Third one is we started to track all startups in the world, like where they are based, how many people are working there, what they're doing, etc., and build a big database around it. And we're using that database in order to help the rest of the businesses, depending on what your strength is or where you feel comfortable. I think media companies will diversify their revenue streams. They have to. We recently sold the majority of our shares to the Financial Times, and they had a similar strategy where they have the core media business, which is a paid media, and then they acquired a few companies on the media side of things. So they acquired a video content company, they acquired a research company, they acquired a data company, and so that's all much more on the media side. And then they acquired the majority of our shares, which is on the non-media side. Financial Times is a different story. They have one of the most successful media, online media plays in the world, and that's still growing. So they're actually month over month growing in terms of numbers of readers, numbers of paying readers. But on the advertising side of things, that's in the end, you're competing with the likes of Line and Google and Facebook, and that's going to be that's tougher. So I think diversification is needed. Mashable went all in on Facebook video, and then when Facebook overnight changed their algorithm, they were kind of gone. You can't build them being fully depending on social media, because they will and can switch their algorithms, and that will change your whole business. So you still need to create your own business. I think media is very much needed because also social media is very fragmented and not necessarily, it's hard to find the trust. Everybody wants to be an influencer, and I think being an influencer or being a media company, those are 2 different things. So I do think that the 2 will come together more, that media companies will work more with influencers and vice versa. If you are the influencer, it's a lot of fun and you travel a lot, but it's also very tough on your personal life. So you can't do it forever. Whereas a media company, try to build something that outlives you. Yeah, you'll see maybe media companies that are kind of like influencers that come together and say hey, let's start a media company with these 10 influencers, build out a media company out of that. I think we're now at a point where basically technology is so ingrained in each and every company that it's not a sector anymore. We're talking about more like what normal companies do, which are obviously infused by technology. So if you look at companies like Coca-Cola or Nike or big consumer brands, basically, they use a lot of technology nowadays. So they are becoming a technology company or are already a technology company. I think, is that something that consumers, for instance, because you'll see better services, it's powered by technology. You'll see new offerings because with technology we can tailor offerings to different use groups or even individuals. The service level will go up, the experience for individual users will also go up.